If I ask you one question, what will you say? If I just ask you what is the motive of your life, what is the significance of your life, what is the meaning that you give to your life, what are your values, and where did they came from? What are your expectations from life? Now, these questions are very, very useful because they will help you to have a structure with the direction of your life. The structure of the direction of your life will be based on your motive, your expectations, your values, the significance or the meaning you give to what you are walking after or you are looking at. So I'll give you one example. Imagine that you have a project. So the meaning of that project, it might be the value behind that project for you, the expectations that you have once you achieve the project. So because that goal of life, it has a value for you, therefore it has a significance and it has a meaning. Now, you are not attached to the value, you are attached to the expectations that you create from achieving that value. If I like something, the value of that thing will be how I feel, the projection I have, thinking once I have this, I'm going to have this feeling, this reward. That is where the danger comes. That is when we struggle, and that's when we overlook and we exaggerate the meaning of things that we are going after. So this video is to remind you and to have a self inquiry to examine what are the values that we have right now present. For example, for me, my highest value right now is to preserve the state of peace and love and joy that I have. Why is that the highest value? Because for me, this represents aligning myself with the universe, aligning myself with the highest, with the source. So when I align myself with the source, intrinsically the value responds himself, which is in a form of peace, of clarity, of direction, of alignment. So it's a spiral that nourishes itself. So I just have to keep repeating it. Now, this is extractable for any realm of my life when it comes to projects, when it comes to goals, when it comes to anything that I can give you an example is based on the priorities I have right now. For example, creating a YouTube channel is one of the priorities that I have right now. But my expectations are once somebody listens to this video and is useful for him, that feeling that I don't even have to see it, I will feel it because we are all connected. That is what nourishes this plan. So I'm trying to share with you that if you make a map and you say, okay, the goal I want, now I will not study the goal. I will study what is behind that imaginary projection, that imaginary reward, that imaginary feeling, price that I will get from it. That's what we need to analyze and study. Why? Because if it's something that is not real, you will always be frustrated because it will never expose himself. If something that is realistic and is it doesn't even have to be tangible, but it is real. It can happen. It can materialize on feelings, on effect, but you know that it can happen. So this is very useful for people who are having a business, people who are creating something. I will invite you to look at it this way. What am I going after? What do I want from this project? Now, what do I want means, what have I created that once I have achieved this, I will feel like this? That's what I'm going to question. Do I really want that? It might be recognition. It might be something that will reinforce your self esteem. It might be something that will make you feel more valuable. It might be something that you think that it would fulfill you once you have it. So studying this, it will help you to trace the direction of your life with much more clarity, much more depth, and much more awareness and expansion. So when you restructure your values and your goals of life and the significance and the meaning, then you are in a state of connection. For example, why do I created this channel? Because I've been to struggles, adversities, like you, there's no difference. But I'm lucky, grateful, and I admire life because life has gave me the solution. So I found out that wow, this is very useful and this will help a lot of people. So why should I go to the grave without sharing this to the world? That was shifting the meaning of what I've been through, the adversities, the pain, the suffer, all of those agony states has been the real meaning, and that's been the value of what I'm doing right now. So when I study that past, when I study those lessons of life, and I reuse it and I reframe it as gold to share with it in the world through a YouTube channel which is free, then you understand that the same universe has created everything possible for you to succeed when it comes to a value that is real. So if I have to share this with the world, how am I going to do it? You have a YouTube channel, you have Instagram, you have TikTok, you have. So the universe has already gave us the chance and the road and the help and the tools that we need to expose ourselves and achieve what we want. I use myself an example for you to see yourself with this example. We are the same. You might be in a stage of your life where the page of your book is your age 20, 30s, 40s, 50s, 60s. That's the page of your book right now. Now, knowing the purpose of the book, knowing the meaning of the book will create the juice and it will make it sweet and it will make it deep and powerful and energetic because you already know the meaning of the book. So it's not the pages, how many pages does your book has? He lived 30 years, he lived 60 years. That's not the fact. It's the quality of those years of the books. You can have a book with 25 pages and it's just gold. And you can have a book of 300 pages and you don't even want to continue because there is no essence. There is no quality or sign of direction. And human beings are very, very attracted to something that blows their mind, that creates insight, that helps them to rediscover what they are. This is the journey of life. That's the purpose of life. That's why I was saying before the video that for me, the universe, the God, the divine, whatever name you want to call it, the source, for me, that's my highest value. Why? Because he speaks by himself. I don't need to wait 10 years to see what will happen when I achieve it. Just applying it, just becoming It's the same answer, and it's provable, and it's subjective, and it's instant. That's why I stepped out of religion, not because I don't like it or I like it, because the path was very straight, very short. The path of a spiritual, individual, self growth, self inquiry. You swim into your inner world. That path for me was it's just going straight. Now, I respect religion. I came from a religious family, of course, and it helps me to understand religion. At the end, it shows that everybody, we are trying to go to the same source, which is ourself, our light, our power. Now, the last point of this video. Today, I will invite you, if you like, to write on a piece of paper. Remember, I always give you this example. You are a plane. See yourself as a plane. In the mornings, you take off. Watch your mornings. Your mornings are very important for you. Why? Because if you don't take off well, imagine the rest of your travel. All your attentions, all your focus, your priorities, and all the residual thinkings and things that you carry on, not from yesterday, from a long time ago. So the morning is very useful to polish, to shape ourselves, to get into the day and align ourselves and become life that day. You are Monday. Monday is not a day separate from you. You are Monday. You are Tuesday. You are Saturday. You are right now. So you are life. What will help you connect and become life is the 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 level of awareness that you will have at any moment as life. So you take off, you have your rituals. You can do it the best way that suits for you. Because I don't think it's useful to tell people what they have to do. Because again, you are going to a position. You are seeing it from your perspective. But it's very useful to invite people what works, what can help, what can be useful for them. You bring it to the table, and with freedom, you share with them. So I will share with you, if you want to see yourself as a plane, in the mornings, you have your rituals, your moments to your coffee, to integrate the day, to practice alignment, your present, to feel the weight of your bones, of the body. Okay, and to redirect yourself and to own yourself as a spirit that is life. Now, during the day, your plane is up on the air. Now, these are normal daily lives that we bring to you because you are life. You are Monday. So, as Monday, you will have Monday news. You will have a Monday challenge. You will have a Monday event. So, life would be unfolding and bringing events, contents, things, for you as life. Because you had a very nice takeoff, powerful and deep one, it is not the same how you would digest the rest of the day once you had a morning which was, in your rhythm and the way you design it. So once you know your life, something happens, you will not like or dislike. You would just understand, okay, leave it on my table because I'm Monday. This is Monday news. Okay. Now you have all the tools and you are capable to respond. It's very easy to say take responsibility, but we need to understand that responsibility can only come when you have the awareness to connect and the way you understand what is happening. If I'm scared, I don't want to take responsibility. But if I believe in myself, if I have a taste of courage, then it's different. If I want to accept as Monday news because I'm Monday, it's not the way I'm going to understand it. Rather than if I'm angry or I have an argument with my son or my wife or my anything. So you can see the difference. The state from where we are will help us to analyze and see You know, when somebody says, I don't bother about that. Why? Because he's not in the state to receive it. And then you have a state that, oh, wow, would you like to talk about this? Would you like to give this a try? Would you like to see this like this way? Oh, yeah, I'm open. Why? Because of your state. So your plane, because you are an effective pilot, you will be adapting yourself. So when you are being told you need to go down, do this, bend, now you have this wind coming, you will be adjusting and adapting yourself. And the rest, which is the passenger, which is your body and mind, they will have a nice travel. They know that they're in a plane, they have their destiny, they know where they're going, and they will follow you as a pilot. Now, when it comes to landing, which is before bed, this is when we need to see, okay, everything is perfect, we can land our plane. That's when I invite you to write down your values, your purpose, your direction, the meaning, the significance, what you are aligned to. Especially if I want something, I will ask myself, is it the thing or is it what I think that the thing will bring me? I think about the thing. If I like a girl and I'm chasing a girl, it's not the girl that I like. It's what I think. Once I match with this girl, this. So I'm attached to that. That's where my focus and my desire goes. Now, when this girl tells me to literally walk away, she's not interested, bloom, I just become soft. Why? Because the reality expresses himself, which is, I didn't want that girl. I wanted what I was expecting from that girl. Because if I wanted the girl, I will also count that she might not want. I will be more realistic. I will bring to the table the possibilities that, oh, it might or not happen. Whereas it is more fixed, my expectation, because I am creating them. You see, if I have an expectation, it's fixed. If I am realistic, then I'm open to understand that probability is playing on the game. It might be or not. Conditions might play, influence might play. You understand? So when I land at night, I used to take a time for me before bed and I have a meeting with Ralph. And when I ask him how was the day, is the whole complete from taking off, being in the air, and landing. And then I examine, okay, if let's say I was studying, or I was training, or I was fasting, I will examine the reason why I'm fasting. So what is behind the fasting? The fasting is behind that I can train my mind to understand that I don't eat because the mind is telling me to eat. I eat because I like eating and I feel it in a different way, not from rushing. So I train myself. That's the meaning of fasting for me. Okay, makes sense. Now I'm flexible. I might have a day where I can shorten the fasting. Okay, it's not about validation. Okay, I will fast anyway. If I tell you or not, I will do it. Okay, you see? So I'm seeing that, okay, now if I'm trying to fast to prove someone, if someone has to tell me well done, then I'm literally a slave. And that's why we become a slave with our purpose, with our missions and projects. Why? Because there is a lack of understanding why we are going behind them. There is a lack of alignment to understand. If it comes because you know that you are life, you are the pilot of the plane, or you have been told to do it. Enjoy with this video. If you have any doubt, anything, please write in the comments. I will post another video and I will share with you how to deal with things that will happen when your plane is up. For example, you might have a very, very clear way of starting in the morning, but during the day something happens and it pisses you off. and it just changed the whole game. And it takes you literally 6 hours to clean out, to wipe out that, even days or weeks. Then you feel guilt because before you were on track, and this has replaced that piece. Don't worry, I will share with you something so you will be flexible to even accept when something doesn't happen as you expected, to see it as a gift. We will switch the way we see life. We don't expect life. We are life. So we accept whatever comes because we are life. So let's say I had a day, everything was going well, and in the last moment before bed, I have an argument with my wife. I will still remember that I'm landing. I will still tell myself, I am landing yet. I still have to focus and close the day with peace. So I might have to go and say, babe, sorry, but I'm going outside. If you want to come, I'm just going to have a tea. I will not say I'm going to bed because tomorrow I want to go. We have missed the landing. I will work on it before I go to my bed. Now, work on it means I might write it down if it's too late. And tomorrow, after taking off, I will work on it and I will see it from a different perspective. Because rest will play a very positive role there. Reflection with retrospection will help you as well. Seeing it from a higher state will help you as well. So the next video I will show you, I will share with you anything. Remember, it is not that we need somebody to tell us what to do. It is somebody that has to remind us that we are the highest value of life. If we are being created by a source that is incredible, so what's the difference? There's no difference. Now, sometimes the ego programming, the lifestyle we have, the environment, and also you are connected to the, the whole field and world. We are all connected. So we are just mirroring each other and we are taking unconsciously. So it's not about your fault. It's just that it becomes difficult because unseen things are playing. Also, that's why you need to have compassion and self-understanding to yourself and be patient. Okay? It is never how it begins. Before it ends is what is in the middle. Take very good care and thank you very much.